Good afternoon, class. My name is Joshua Herbison, and today I'll be giving my video quiz on chapters 6 through 10 of The Art of Public Speaking by Stephen Lucas, the 12th edition. Chapter 6 is over the audience. First, it covers being audience-centered. Secondly, how to gather information about the audience. And third, how to adapt to the audience using that information. What was most significant to me was the audience-centered focus. And this is extremely important because if you don't engage your audience in a way that engages them, then you're going to lose the audience. And it's broken down into several different components on how to size up the audience. First, the psychology of the audience, and that's the part where if you're not engaging them, they're not going to really get out of the speech what you want them to get out of the speech. Secondly, the situation, the size, the physical location, the disposition of the audience to you, the speech, or even the occasion that is being given on. And third, the demograph, the age, gender, religion, and ethnicity. All of these things are important factors on gauging how to best interact with the audience, being respectful and convincing as possible. Chapter 7 is the preparation for your speech, and it covered several different topics. Primarily, how do you gather that information for personal knowledge, library research, searching the internet, and then it gave some tips on how to actually prepare. The two things I want to talk about was web documents. First of all, it's very important that you know the author is either an expert or at least credible and objective on the subject he's speaking about. And if there is no author, the same criteria applies to the representing organization. You also want to look at the date. Make sure it's recent or at least revised recently so that the information is current and accurate. And secondly, the tips from the chapter. It suggested starting early. I know this is a challenge for us procrastinators, but crucial in developing a well thought out speech. Secondly, doing a preliminary bibliography to ensure you have some sort of structure on how you're going to move forward, and taking efficient notes whenever you are looking at your research or your resources so that you can cite things appropriately and have the information readily available. Chapter 8 focused on supporting your ideas via examples, whether they be brief, specific examples, extended or narratives, illustrations used to make your point, or hypothetical situations that may not have occurred but would be relevant to your point if they did occur. You could also use statistics to prop up your point, but they need to be used sparingly because statistics can become cumbersome and rather tedious, and the audience may not hold on their attention if you get into too deep into statistics. And then you could also use testimony. But no matter what source you use, ensure you are citing it orally. In Chapter 9, organizing the body of the speech was the topic, and it talked about the main points and how to strategically order the main points. And main points are those specific ideas being derived from your specific purpose and central idea that you are going to use to illustrate your point. And it is important that these are laid out in a logical fashion. That's the strategic order. Now you can do that chronologically or by doing it in a series that it occurred through time. You can do it spatially. You can do it causally, how it occurred, cause and effect. This create A made B, B made C, so therefore A and B must occur for C. You can do it through problem and solution, state your problem, provide your solutions, or you can do it topical, breaking down a single subject into multiple different areas to discuss it more in depth. Chapter 10 discussed the beginning and ending of a speech. The intro, how to get the audience attention. You can start with some sort of arousement. You could startle the audience. You could even pose a question or state a quotation that might be thought-provoking to get them interested. Then you need to ease into your topic, reveal it, and ensure you build some sort of, or establish, as it were, some sort of credibility and goodwill with that audience so that they are more receptive towards you as a speaker. Finally, Chapter 10 discussed the conclusion, that you need to signal the end is coming and reinforce your central ideas. Restate them. Let them know what has been said so it's fresh on their mind. This has been my video quiz on chapters 6 through 10 of The Art of Public Speaking, and I hope this was informative to the rest of my classmates.